Shalom, or praise to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakah Kadash, the ones to the apostles at GreatMillStone. This is a real quick one. I did a video live, and I've kind of brought this out in the video. I was inspired to do this, a shorter version by Apostle Tar, out in Apostle Tar's video, the mark of the beast to replace credit cards. This particular article I was reading, was they never talked about. Basically, Forbes was saying, basically, to do away with cards completely. There's a wording they used, basically saying cards are just useless or something to that nature. They was kind of getting on cards. But anyway, if you look at this image on the screen, they've got cash, then an arrow pointing to cards, and an arrow pointing to a human interface with all these symbols, meaning emerging man with the technology. I mean, this image here, bro, is saying a lot, man. And that is the steps. That's the steps towards the mark of the beast in your forehead, your right hand, your left hand, whatever. Human interface, human implant, electronic, digital currency. And they're showing you the steps from cash, to card, to human interface, AI. Look at that for a bit. Now, what I'm going to do, it says why a cashless society should be a cardless one. And, I'm not going to read all of this. I read it in it live, but what I'll do is I'll read. It says, you'll find a few people in the world of payments who disagree with the idea that we are moving unstoppably towards a cashless society. Across markets and locations, evidence suggests that this trend is occurring with increasing speed. Now, what I'm going to do is jump down to this part. It says, in fact, a better version of a cashless society should be built around people's funded, decentralized digital identities. This could be used in apps and across devices such as phones, watches, fitness devices, and smart rings. So basically they're saying do away with the card, and then we shouldn't be using cards at all. We should just go straight to, which people are already doing that, phones, watches, smart rings. Now what you got to notice and what you got to see about the conditioning of this, bro, is that a phone, if you're left-handed or right-handed, use that's your hand. You tap a phone on the scan, the money, the device to scan the phone on to complete the payment. Watch is the same thing. Where's it on your wrist? That's your hand. So you place your hand to make the payment on the device. And it's the same with a ring. Where's a ring? On your hands. So this is conditioning for when the scripture says to have a mark in any of your hands, man. Let me read this quickly. It says, and he causeth, Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. They got brain chips and all that. But the hands, they're pushing for those hands. And what they're using, the interface of what I was talking about. Here it says, I'd go so far as to say that we should be scrapping the idea of plastic altogether. There seems little reason why we can't incorporate existing services such as access to credit and bank accounts with the useful elements of payment innovation without needing to rely on payment cards. And then he goes on to use these examples of phones, watches, and smart rings. So you're going to be tapping just like you're tapping your hand on a reader. That's exactly what you're doing. But the chip's just not in your skin yet. And when you look at this image, it's point blank clear that this is a human interface. And this is the enterprise of the elites, Job, the 5th chapter. We keep telling you what the mark of the beast is, what the enterprise of the elites are, the New World Order, what the scripture says the beast would do, or and the scripture says that you're not supposed to take the mark of the beast, and that's what the beast system would do. Simple and plain. You got the cash. The next arrow, the next stage is the cards. Then the next stage is human. I'm calling it human interface. You got this, you got these symbols around a human being. That's merging him with the technology, so you don't need cash. This is an agenda from the elites, man. Merging you with the system. You don't need to carry anything. You don't need to carry a card. It's all on your hands or in your head. You just scan yourself. And this is what they're telling you. This is Forbes right here, telling you plan flat out. Now, so then they go on to talk about Sweden. In Sweden, for example, barely 1% of the value of payments is made using coins and notes. And, people in Sweden are chipped. They're buying train tickets. They're using the train. They're buying other things. All types of different things they're using. The straight up RFID mark of the beast implants. So that's where it goes to. So why would they use Sweden as an example? Because they're chipped, and that's where they want to get this. Point blank period. They human interface. The mark of the beast is the RFID chip. The Rothschild Rockefellers are pushing for this mass chipping of everybody on the planet Earth. Okay. That's where we're heading with this. That's part of the prophecies. The Lord, when John the Revelator got that vision of the beast and the mark of the beast, that was on the Isle of Patmos, going back around 2,000 years ago. So, we're in the time now where what the Lord said was going to happen is happening. The secret council of the wicked, the beast system has arose, and they're doing what the prophecy states it would do. Try and get everyone to buy or sell with this device in them. I mean, that's a crazy idea, and that's one of the craziest ideas ever. How can you look at that like it's just a chip? Bruh, when it mass implements, I guarantee you ain't going to be then saying, oh, it's just a chip. And we find out a lot of you are con artists, you're money orientated anyway, so when they implement this chip, you're going to get chipped because you want them goodies, bro. You're just a bunch of frauds, man. And you're really not against this system. Okay? A lot of you are frauds. This system's going down, and we're in the last legs of these prophecies where the scripture says it will cause all growth, both small and great, free and bond, rich, to receive a mark in their right hand or their foreheads, man. Wherever they want to put this chip. This is the system. That's what's going to happen. That's what's happening now. Man. And you know what, man? It's your job to look into these things, man. Ephesians 5:15. Okay? So with that, I'm going to say shalom.